Junkyard Junkie, back here with another video. Today we're going to be working on this 99 Lincoln Town Car. So customer complaint is that it is real jerky and doesn't have power. So that's usually a sign of a misfire. We'll go ahead and crank it up now. And yeah, I can feel it jerky, especially if I give it a little gas. And there is a check engine light down there, so we're going to plug up our OBD2 and see what it says. Okay, so we got our OBD2 out, so we'll go ahead and look up and see what it is. It is shaking a whole lot. And right here we have two codes. Read. Okay, so we got a P0306, that's a cylinder 6 misfire, and a P0308, which is a cylinder 8 misfire. All of your P03s are misfires, so like P0300 is a random misfire, but after that 301 is cylinder 1, 302 is cylinder 2, and so on. Okay, so now that we got direction, we're actually going to diagnose it. That way we can see if it's the cool pack or if it is the spark plug or something else. You never want to throw parts at a car. You always want to figure out what it is. And for something like this, when you have misfires, if it's only one or two, an easy test is we're going to go to cylinder 6 and cylinder 8 and switch out cylinder 6 with cylinder 5 and cylinder 8 with number 7. And if the cylinder misfires changes, we're going to delete the codes. And if they change to 7 and 5, it's the coil pack. If not, then it's the spark plug. And then we can verify from there. So we'll go ahead and pop the hood. It's directly in the middle. Okay, so we're going to take this beauty cover off, and right here at the top is only one bolt holding it on, and it is a 1/4 inch drive. Be careful, it already looks like someone almost stripped it out. So this should just come on up now. We'll put it to the side. Okay, so on this car, on this left side, you got bank 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then cylinders 5, 6, 7, 8 on the right side. So we have more working room. We are going to take off this little air duct. So to do this, we will take off with a flat head right here and right here, and then there is a bolt right here. I will show you real quick. Okay, so this is a 11 millimeter. So just remove that nut and keep up with it. Okay, so now we're just going to take our flat blade screwdriver and unhook this hose. Give it a few turns. Same with up here. Now that you've done that, you should be able to pull that on off. Pull it off here. And now these little hoses will come out. This is on the bottom, and that was on the top. Okay, so for our test, this is your number 5, number 6, number 7, and number 8. All we're going to do is switch 6 with 5 and 7 with 8 and see if our codes change. If they change, we know it's the cool packs, which these look old and worn out, so it's most likely that anyways. Okay, so if you look there, the orange ones are your fuel injectors. Don't touch those. Don't unplug them. We're going to go right here, and underneath is a little push tab. See right there? You just push that, pull it off. And then on the side there is a little 8 millimeter holding it in. I just figured I'd show you this because it was hard to see from way back there. Okay, so those little bolts holding it down is actually a 7 millimeter. It looked like an 8, so that was my bad. I'll just go ahead and take that right out. Be careful not to lose these. Pull it up and out. And there is your cool pack. Okay, so now that we got one out, go ahead and unplug this one. And we'll pull this one out. Okay. We're going to take this one, this is cylinder 6, and put in cylinder 5. Just put it right back in there. Then we're going to take cylinder 5, put in cylinder 6. Just like that. We're going to tighten that bolt back up. Alright, now that you got it in there, we're going to connect it back up. Same thing with this one. Now we got it in there. Connect that back up. And now we're just going to switch out those last two. So for these last two, same thing. Pull down. Off, and take the two 7mm out. So pull that out, that's number 7. Number 8's back here. Okay, so it's a really tight fit in there, so we're just going to take a flex head ratchet, or a 1/4 inch with a 7mm. So once you get it loose, just like the other ones, pull it right out. We're just going to swap this one with number 7. That's started for now, then we'll run it down. Get number 8, we'll stick our bolt back in. Okay, so we'll go ahead and tighten them back down. Okay. Tighten that one back down. We're going to make sure to clip them back up. Slide it up, push it in until you hear a click. Or feel a click, because that time it was a little hard to hear. I unplugged this one back up. There you go, I felt it, didn't really hear it. Now we're going to put the air duct back on and get back in the car real quick and see if they switch spots. Okay, so all we do here, just put everything back like it was. Alright, so now we're just going to tighten the clamps. We're not going to worry about putting the nut back in just yet, or the beauty cover. Those can wait. Okay, so what we want to do now is turn it to the on position. Get our scan tool powered up. We're just going to erase the codes from here. Okay, so we're just going to erase the codes. Okay, so now that we've erased the codes, we don't really expect the symptoms to be better yet. We just want to see if they change locations. So we're going to go ahead and start it up. As you can see, we don't have a check engine just yet. We're going to let it run for a minute. Actually, we're going to see if we can go to pending codes. Okay, if you see this, it's a blinking check engine light. It went away now that I've come to a stop, but that lets you know that it's misfiring bad enough to actually ruin your catalytic converters. So I'm glad I got that on camera. I had to take it down the road and back for it to actually start popping up. Now we'll check the codes. Okay, so we're going to go to read codes. We're going to go to pending since our check engine light isn't back on just yet. We got random multiple cylinder misfire, misfire cylinder 7, and misfire cylinder 5. Okay, as you can see, it went to 5 and 7. Remember, we were at cylinder 8 and cylinder 6 in the beginning. So the only variable we have changed is the cool pack, so therefore they must be the problem. So at this point, I'm just going to go pick up 2 new cool packs and we're going to put them in, and that should fix it. Okay, so now we're just going to take the air ducts right back off. Remember, we didn't put the nut back on, so all we got to do is take a flathead and loosen up these hose clamps. Just rock them off. Pull these out in the back, just like that. So remember, this is bank 1, this is bank 2, so cylinder 1, 2, 3, and 4 is on bank 1, cylinder 5, 6, 7, 8 is on bank 2. Okay, so from here, since we swapped them out, we know we want to take out 5 and 7 now, so we'll go ahead and unplug them. Like that. Get your 7mm. One. Okay, we'll take out number 7 now. Okay, so we'll compare that to the new ones. So old versus the new. Okay, so now it's just as simple as putting them back in. There. Go ahead and run that down. Back up. Stick 7 back in there. Okay, so we just run down number 7 over here. We'll tighten up. Okay, so now all we gotta do is just connect them up. Heard a good click. Felt the click. They're in there good now. So now we're just gonna put the air ducts back on. Okay, we're gonna put the air ducts back on. Slide it over that. Get it back on there. Now this PCV hose that comes right off your valve cover, it goes in the top hole, the one closest to the throttle body. Get both those plugged back up. I want to tighten them down. Okay, so remember the 11mm nut. Okay, now we just need to put the beauty cover on. Okay, so remember, it's just a quarter drive. Okay, so don't go crazy with it, just get it tight. It's easy to strip this. Alright, that's good enough. Now let's get inside and try it out. So now we're just going to crank it up. And it already feels a lot smoother. It's got a lot more power to it. Last time I did drive it down the road about, I don't know, about half a mile before it came back, so we're going to try that just to be sure. Then after that, we'll call it good. Okay, so I just got back from a few miles of driving, and it is driving smooth, so we know that this fixed it. We'll go back to read codes. We'll go to pending, just to make sure. But you can tell a big difference already. Like, it's not shuttering or any of that, and no codes are stored. Okay, that's all there is to changing your cool packs. If you found this video helpful, please give me a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you.